Hi, my surname is Bengu. This is a follow-up to a lesson where we showed how to solve the sine of x is equal to 0,5. For today's lesson is going to be the cos of 2x is negative 0,7, where x is an element of negative 225 degrees to 270 degrees. The first solution is going to be graphically. To solve this using the graph, we're going to break this equation into two. The f of x is equal to the cos of 2x. The g of x is equal to 0,7. We sketch the graph of f from negative 225 degrees to 270 degrees. We sketch the graph of g. This graph is going to be parallel to the x-axis and cutting the y-axis at negative 0,7. Now the solution to this equation, the cos of 2x, is equal to negative 0,7 is going to be where the graph of f intersects the graph of g. Here is the point of intersection between negative 135 degrees and negative 90 degrees. Another point of intersection between negative 90 degrees and negative 45 degrees. A point of intersection between 45 degrees and 90 degrees. A point of intersection between 90 degrees and 135 degrees. The last point of intersection between 235 degrees, 225 degrees, and 270 degrees. How many points of intersections do we have? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we'll go ahead and use algebra to solve the equation. The cos of 2x is equal to negative 0,7. Because our cos is negative, it's going to be in the second and the third quad. Therefore, we need a reference angle. The reference angle is going to be 2x. We take the whole angle. All the time, we take the whole angle here. Therefore, 2x is going to be 45,57 degrees. Second quad, remember second quad, it's 180 degrees minus. Therefore, 2x is going to be 180 degrees subtract the reference angle, which is 45,57 degrees, plus n times 360 degrees, which is the period for the cos. Third quad, 2x is equal to 180 degrees plus 45 degrees, plus n times 360 degrees. Now you have to define your n, where n is an element of integers, or you write down the values for n, 0, 1, 2, 3, up to infinity, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Remember, you only substitute whole numbers, not fractions, because inside the set of integers, you only have whole numbers, both positive and negative and 0. Then you simplify. 180 degrees minus 45,57 degrees is going to give you 143,443 degrees plus n times 360 degrees. 180 plus 45,57 degrees is going to give you 225,57 degrees plus n times 360 degrees. Simplify further. Divide by 2 to get your x. You divide by 2. You get x. You divide 134,43 degrees by 2, you get 67,22 degrees. You divide n times 360 degrees by 2, you get 180 degrees. Or you also divide by 2, you get x. You divide by 2, you get 112,79 degrees. You divide by 2, you get n times 180 degrees. This makes sense because the period for the cos of 2x is 180 degrees. Then, this is your general solution. X is equal to 67,22 degrees plus n times 180 degrees. And x is equal to 112,79 degrees plus n times 180 degrees. Remember, because your cos was negative, firstly, you managed to get your reference angle Because it's negative, it's going to be in the second as well as the third quad. Then you have your reference angle. Now you want to find the solution within the given interval. Let's start with n equal to 0. It means in the place of n, you put 0. You get 67,22 degrees. You get 112,79 degrees. They are part of our solution because they fall within this range. Remember, 67,22 degrees is greater than minus 225 degrees, but less than 270. The same with 112,79 degrees. We go for n equal to 1. In the place of n, we put 1. What we get? 67,22 degrees plus 180 degrees. And then we get 112,79 degrees plus 180 degrees. We simplify. 247,22 degrees, our x, or 292,79 degrees. Let's check if it falls within the given range. 292 is greater than 270 degrees, therefore this falls off. Minus 247,22 degrees also is less than negative 225 degrees. We don't accept these two solutions. Let's go for n equal to minus 1. For n equal to minus 1, we get 180 degrees. So the 67,22 degrees minus 180 degrees, there it is. We also get 112,79 degrees minus 180 degrees. This is going to give us negative 112,78 degrees, or our x equal to negative 67,21 degrees. Let's check. This is fine because it's greater than minus 225 degrees. Minus 112 also falls within the given interval. Let's go for n equal to negative 2. It's going to be negative 2 times 180 degrees. That's going to give us negative 360 degrees. This is 67,22 minus 360, or 112,79 degrees minus 360. We simplify. We get minus 292,78 degrees, or our x equal to minus 247,25 degrees. Let's check again. Minus 247 falls out of our range. Minus 292 falls out of our range. Therefore, we're going to accept minus 112,78 degrees, minus 67,21 degrees, 67,21 degrees, 112,75 degrees, 247,22 degrees. Let's count our main solutions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is consistent with what we saw in our graphical solution. Thank you.